Hello, I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Tallawahs TV with Crystal Davis.
Golden Ricketts, how are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. How are you?
I am well. You've made my night. Before we get started, please go ahead and big up the greatest parish in Jamaica.
You're putting me on the spot. So I'm gonna big up St. Thomas because I was born there, and I'm also gonna big up St. Andrew because I grew up there.
I love that. I'll take that. 14.94 games record. You weren't playing about tonight, were you?
No, I definitely knew that the girls were coming out here to fight, so I had to bring my A game and war them.
What got you going? Was it the cold or was it something else?
It's the cold. I like competing in the cold for some strange reason, but then after the first jump, I feel like it got even colder, and then the breeze started changing. So, yeah, I don't know.
What next? What's next for you in terms of achievement? Because this is your greatest career medal, isn't it?
Yes. Apart from the World Championships, yes, this is my first gold. So what's next? I have the Monaco Diamond League next week, and I'm also going to be participating at the Knockout Championships in Bahamas.
Amazing stuff. And how does it feel to inspire the little kids in St. Thomas? Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of them with their eyes gripped to the screen saying, I want to be like Golden Ricketts.
Yes, definitely. I hope to be an inspiration to them. I hope they see themselves in me. If them foot long, them can try the triple jump. You know, if them slim, them can try the triple jump or even high jump.
What if them have short foot?
If them have short foot, then can try to cause some foot short too.
Amazing. Best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
My Tallawahs, good afternoon, good evening, possibly good morning, all depends on where you're based in the world. Before I get started, let me go ahead and say I am so sorry I haven't forgotten about you guys. More importantly, I have not forgotten about you guys, but I did say that things will be changing on the channel with regards to these live streams. And I have been saying it on the last couple of my live streams. If you've been paying attention, then you shouldn't be surprised that you haven't been seeing me around. But that's no excuse. I should still have at least given you guys the odd live stream here and there. So please forgive me. I do apologize, and I'll try to get better. I try to make things a little bit more pleasant for you guys. My time at the moment is coming up to quarter to 2 a.m. So I'm already midweek. By the way, guys, how was your weekend? Let me know how your weekend was because I wasn't here with you guys. So I do apologize again. So I hope you had a splendid weekend, particularly if you support the Gunners. I hope you enjoyed it. Matter of fact, I know you enjoyed your weekend. So I don't even need to ask you guys how your weekend went. I know it was an outstanding weekend for you. Let me know in the comments. Mr. Scott, you are always here. I don't know how you do it. You're gonna have to teach me. You're always the first one through the door. I have no idea how you do it, but it's always nice seeing you around here. It seems like you're the only one who's never shy to say hello or at least get active with the comment section. So big up yourself for that. How was your weekend? How was your week, Mr. Scott? Special week for you last week. Hope you live to see many more. Let me know how your week was. As for the rest of you who are watching and are not dropping any comments in the comment section, not really sure why you guys are doing that. I don't bite, so do get friendly with the comment section. I'm gonna try and keep this one relatively short because it is just a reminder. I've noticed quite a few of you have been getting in touch with me, which I do appreciate. But it kind of reminded me that I need to reiterate what's already been said. I did tell you guys on some live stream ago that I'm about to start a new chapter in my career, and that chapter got underway on Monday. So new job, and I think I can safely say that this is definitely something that I have been praying for. I did say at the start of the year that I wanted something new, something fresh, something energetic, something that would make me a better person work-wise and also on a personal level as well. And I think the Lord definitely has answered my prayers. I can't even speak. I'm so excited. I have no right being this excited at like almost 2 a.m. In the morning. But like I said, I came home in the last hour So I literally came home from work in the last hour. But yeah, guys, I feel like it's something that I have most certainly prayed for. And the Lord seems like He's come true. Like He's answered my prayers, and He's given me a job that as I've said, I think will definitely make me a better person all around. So when you talk about getting the job done for the company, because I'm being paid to do my job, getting my job done, upskilling myself, and also becoming better along the process. And I am buzzing. Like, I started on Monday, and I can't stop smiling. Like, it's outrageous. Like, almost 2 o'clock in the morning, and I not even came through the door 1 hour ago, and I said to myself, there's no way I'm going to my bed without giving you guys a live stream. One, because it's been like maybe 7 days a week, and that is shameful on my behalf. So I do apologize. But I did say before I put my head to pillow, there's no way I'm going to go to my bed without giving you guys a live stream. And also some update as well for the purpose of transparency, just in case you guys don't see me around on the channel as much. Also on Instagram, it's been quite dead, hasn't it? So that's the reason, guys. It's not because I don't have nothing to say to you guys. I've been snowed under, but good. I can't complain. Work is hectic, but it's great. I think one of the good things when you work in sports, for me, because I love sports, when you work in a industry that you love, it doesn't feel like work. Like, there is so much to get on with throughout the day, especially when a particular event kicks off. So much work to get through before you sign off end of play. But I cannot complain. Like, it's a challenge, and I like a challenge. New environment, um different mindset, new and improved mindset. So I'm liking the challenge, and so far, I think it's safe to say I'm managing well. Managing well, and I know it's only going to get better because it is early days. It's only day number 2. Today will be day number 3. So I think if you come back and ask me in some months' time, how am I doing? I should be telling you guys that it's gradually gotten better and better, because that's how I see this whole process going. That it will get better and better as the days, weeks, months, maybe even years. I don't know. But I'm gonna take it one step at a time. But so far, so good, and it says a lot because I'm traveling for, I would say, close to 2 hours to get to work. So in total, it's close to like 4 hours in total to and from. And I'm like, nope, no complaints from me, because I am loving this. Like, it's insane. But yeah, I'm happy. So I thought, you know what? Again, before I go to my bed, let me just share the news with you guys. Let's see what you guys are saying in the comment section. I'm talking too much. Miss Brown, good day. How are you? The Demo, Mr. Liverpool. How was your weekend, Demo? How was things in your neck of the woods, eh? What'd you get up to? You know I can't help myself, Demo, so don't even be surprised that I've come out with that little sneaky comment. Mr. Reed, good evening, sir. I know it's been a long time. Please forgive me, and that is the reason you're probably just tuning into the live stream, but that's the reason why I decided to give you guys a live stream, because I have been MIA, not intentionally. I tell you, I was actually going to give you guys a live stream on Sunday, and here's what happened. I planned to do the live stream. One of the subscribers actually called me, and I told him I'm going to be doing a live stream over the weekend. So I apologize for that, Mr. Beckford. And I got so excited about going to work on Monday that I couldn't sleep. So it was just like, by the time I got home Monday evening, I was just like done, like completely done. Sleep had caught up with me. That's one thing, is day 2, and I'm not fighting to sleep, because you guys know already that I'm a night owl. So I don't sleep during the night. So far, I don't think I have a choice. I'm pretty sure once I close off on this live stream, sleeping's not gonna be an issue for me. So that's a good thing. Amazing. I pray to God you live to see many more. Mr. Williams, good night. How you? How you doing? Miss Keisha, how are you? Good night. Toffee, good afternoon. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, Good day, Fresh. How you doing? So yeah, guys, I wanted to like fill you in because like I said, a few of you have actually been reaching out to me, which again I do appreciate it. But all is definitely well my end. I did say to you guys that I don't think I can do a late live stream for you guys, but by the looks of what I'm looking at with my schedule, I actually think a late stream is probably better in terms of my availability. Um, because I could try and give you guys a morning stream, but I don't think that makes sense because half of you are either going to be on your way to work or you're fast asleep. So a live and it won't be in interactive because by the time I finish it, like I said, you guys are either on your way to work or you're sleeping. So I can't give you one during the day, most days that is. Because of commitments elsewhere. So I actually think a later live stream works best for all of us guys. Interesting how that one panned out because I actually thought it would be the other way around. So yeah, so far so good. So it looks like I can still give you guys those late live streams, which works well for all of us. Good day, Mr. Hot Chili Pepper. How you? How you doing? Check you guys out earlier on in the Champions League. Um, didn't really need to win that one though, did you? Mr. Brown, how you? What do you think about the record? I am well. I am well. I can't complain. How are you? How are you doing? Thank you for tuning in. I haven't seen you in a while. I am so apologized. I just said Mr. Brown. That's a unisex name. And I should know. There's a really good reason why I should know that this is a unisex name. Did I get that right? Is it Miss Brown or Mr. Brown? Apologies if I got that wrong. It is a unisex name. So my apologies. Do forgive me. Morning, I will. Exactly. So yeah, you guys don't have to worry about those morning streams. I can't see myself doing a morning stream. I could do it. I've got the leg room to do a morning stream on most days I can do a mornings. But then again, I don't mind coming home from work and giving you guys a late live stream. I kind of like the late live streams because most of you should be at home by now or making your way home from work. So safe travel if you're out and about. I missed you guys. It's been almost a week. Maybe I should stay away for another 7 days because it seems like so far I've not had to ask you guys to hit the like button. The only one that's asked you as ever is Fresh, and you guys have actually done it without me asking. So it seems like the trick is to stay away from you guys for a bit. So you will 100% hit that like button. It's Mr. Brown. Okay, thank God. All right. Lovely name. I'm excited. It's unusual put in excitement and or a male team, senior team that is Reggae Boys. For those of you who are just listening and you can't see the comment on screen, it's unusual to put excitement in the same sentence as them, right? But yeah, new chapter, entirely new book. So, and yes, a new chapter, but it's from a new book, thank God. The old book was outdated anyways. Kodna, unique surname that. Good day, how you? I'm just letting you all know that I've embarked on a new chapter, a new challenge, new job, new journey. And that was one of my goals this year. I said to myself at the start of the year, I was like, I just want a new chapter. I just want a new challenge. And I am so glad that the man above has answered my prayers. So I've managed to do it in some months to spare. What month? Of course, we're in the best month. So we got 2 more months left. So I managed to get that box tick with 2 months to spare because I was looking at the rest of the year and I'm thinking, don't tell me I'm going into the new year not having to chalk off one of my wishes. But yeah, the big man came through, as I've already said. Oh, okay, did you? I think I just said it. So you should have heard it, right? Do I need to reiterate myself? I will if I need to. Miss Panton, good evening. How are you? I'm doing great at the moment and didn't need the win today. Oh, check you out. Didn't need the okay, Mr. Big Shot, as you said. Madness. I didn't actually see that game particular. I was watching the Chelsea match, another red card, which I thought was harsh. I think yes, penalty, but give him a yellow, like a red card. Like, I mean, come on, like the game has literally just kicked off. That referee was a little bit card happy. Um, in my opinion. So he could have just taken it easy, especially, it's his old club, like make it a little bit spicy. And as a neutral, I thought that would have been a good game to watch. Nevertheless, it is, if you support Chelsea, that is. Good lucky result for you guys. I've got a caller phoning in. Let's see. Let's see. Good evening, Mr. Beckford. How are you? Can you hear me? It says connecting, guys. So we're going to leave Mr. Beckford to connect. Since I've got a little technical difficulty, I don't know where it's coming from. If it's my end, my Wi-Fi is beaming. It's on full bar, so I'm gonna dodge that bullet and say that the technical issue isn't coming from my end. So, Mr. Beckford, you might have to sit on top of your house for this one to get some Wi-Fi connection. All right, let's try again. Good evening, Mr. Beckford. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Good morning.
Good morning. I can tell you got nature in your background. Lucky for some.
Yes, I'm by the shore.
Oh, really? Nice. Rice. Very therapeutic. How's your day been?
Well, I'm overlooking Ochi right now.
Oh, okay. Check you out. That screams wealth. Like you're rich in certain aspects of your life. So I'm happy for you.
No, it's work.
I mean, look, your work don't sound too bad. I always hear birds chirping in your background. So there are worse jobs to have. That's for definite.
Yes.
Yeah. So how
Good
have
to
you
hear
been?
from you again.
I'm sorry, I cut you off. Carry on.
Good to hear from you again. I hope you enjoy the week off.
It was unintentional. I had other commitments that I needed to take care of, especially over the last 2 days. And on Sunday, like I said, I was supposed to give you guys a live stream on Sunday, but my first day at my new job would have been Monday, and I was excited. I was like bouncing off the walls, so that's why I didn't give you guys that live stream. I also had to get to bed earlier than usual. And then I thought, okay, I'm just gonna have to catch you guys in the week. So here I am. So apologies again, guys, for not giving you guys a show over the weekend.
Okay, we fans understand. We
Good.
understand because they always go above and beyond just to bring us the latest.
Thank you. Thank you for being understanding. I appreciate that. And thanks for calling as well and like checking up on me. That was very thoughtful of you. You didn't have to. By the way,
Okay,
guys, I
it's
actually
okay.
keep this phone with me, like, so if you guys are calling me during the day and you can't get through to me, just drop me a text, and as soon as I have some free time, I'll message you guys back. So don't be afraid to drop me a text, and more importantly, if you call the phone when I'm not on air and you don't get through, I'm not ignoring you. Trust me. And I will 100% get back to you guys.
Okay.
How was the
I'm
weekend for
busy
you?
myself for majority of it.
Football wise, how was the weekend for you?
It was good. My side is doing well.
Or
Your side is doing well as well. But you guys Arsenal is doing well, but
who's your
City is
team
going to
again?
win
Who
the
do you
league.
support?
City is going to win the league. This is my side.
Oh, you support City. All right then. I could live with you. Fair enough. That's all right. Good shout.
But I like the way you did with Liverpool.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
tasty. That made my, you know what, that game. I always say to people that when it comes to certain let me just answer it. Thank you, Keisha. That's very thoughtful of you. IT push is media related. Um yeah, like I was saying to you, there's certain teams where I don't look at form because for me, definitely in the last say decade or so, or at least when Liverpool have been given their rebirth. You just kind of can predict the outcome of playing against Liverpool, both home and away, particularly in the Premier League. But for example, like your North London derby, I always tell people, I can't, don't expect me to give you a score prediction for that because form means absolutely nothing when you're looking at a North London derby. It's all about who wants it on the day. In my opinion, anyway, that's how the game is usually played. But against Liverpool, I enjoyed that. I made sure I ate my dinner, my Sunday dinner. The game was on Sunday, right? Or am I mistaken? It was Sunday, right?
Um,
Because Man U played later
yes,
on, right? Yeah,
I think
I'm
yes,
sure it
Sunday.
was because I'm hold on. Was the game on Sunday? Somebody in the comment section correct me if I'm wrong. But either way, I made sure I had my
Yes, it
dinner.
was after. It was Sunday because City played this Saturday.
Yeah, yes. You guys were on top of the table by then, yeah. And then Manu played in like the nighttime match,
Monday.
basically. So um yeah, I enjoyed that. Made sure I had my dinner, played it safe, didn't want nothing upsetting me and ruining my food. So I made sure I had my no, seriously. I can't be standing on my feet, my ankles are swollen, only for my team not to do justice and make me enjoy my dinner. So that's the tactical thing for you, those of you who watch your football. Make sure, especially if your team's a little bit shaky, unstable, make sure you eat your dinner. Especially if it's a Sunday, make sure you eat your Sunday dinner before kickoff because that food might taste a little bit sour come the full
Yes,
90. So how are you guys looking in the Champions League? Because I didn't actually watch your game. I saw that you had a red card. Was it Gomez?
uh, it was a dead game, honestly. City really. It was full of a lot of drama. Just
Okay.
one of those games. Disallowed goal and missed penalty and so on. So it was a lot.
Okay.
Red card as well. So
Well, it's a good result for Copenhagen. That's a fantastic result for them.
yeah, that's a great result because we were expecting like a 2-3-4-0.
And I saw you guys left the robot on the bench. So if you can do that when we play against you, that will be greatly appreciated.
It won't happen though. It won't happen though. Knowing that Arsenal is in the lead, City want to be on top of the league
A
now.
hundred percent. A
So,
hundred percent.
but we have to beat Liverpool first. We want to beat Liverpool. Even if we don't beat Arsenal, I try it's good, but we have to beat Liverpool.
Yeah. Listen. I mean, well, you're already in the driving seat in terms of lead position. Maybe even psychologically, you definitely can add that to your back pocket with the game against Liverpool. And now they're looking at injuries, and it's key injuries as well, which kind of begs the question of asking, why didn't they address their first of all your starting 11 and also look at your squad depth? It's a bit of a joke, really. You finished runners up last season, game went down to the wire, and you don't even look at the summer transfer window and be quite brutal, cutthroat in terms of who to let walk through the exit door, a bit like what Arsenal have done and Arteta getting rid of those unwanted players, to put it politely, and make your squad stronger, make your squad healthier, because surely you'd want to do one better. For me, for Liverpool, it's like, look, anything but first this season would have been a failure if you looked at what they did last season. You finished runner up last season. Coming into this season, you should have been saying you want to finish first. But with how the season has started with them, they look shaky, they're unstable. You have to probably wonder what's going to happen, not just for Liverpool, but all the teams across the league, particularly the teams in the top six. How are they going to cope with the World Cup, the knock-on effect of the World Cup? Sounds so selfish of me, but I would not mind if one or two of those Arsenal players don't go to the World Cup. Stay at home and stay at home and keep yourself fit like a fiddle. I don't mind. I usually say club over country. Sorry, country over club, but I'm only ever saying that when Jamaica is involved. If Jamaica isn't involved, I'm telling you club over country.
Yeah, but you don't have to worry about anything. Nothing might not happen. in the World Cup. You could come back out with all players well fit and well ready to go again. But honestly, it's gonna be an interesting season. It would be good if Liverpool finish outside Europe still.
No, why?
They will realize how much they have missed Mane.
Yeah, Mane, man. Mane just seems like if it. By the way, guys, if you guys have not seen the Mane documentary, please go and watch that documentary. It brings you closer to the player, informative, insightful, warm as well. And I rated Mane before I watched that documentary, and it just look you probably, I mean, who don't like Mane? Something must be wrong with you if you don't like Mane, because he just seems so likable as a person. So yeah, you guys go and watch that Mane documentary. I think you'll enjoy it. It should be on YouTube. I think I spotted it on YouTube, but you guys are techie, so I'm pretty sure you can find that documentary somewhere on the internet. And yeah, I think it's a good watch outside of who you support. So Manchester United fans, don't let that stop you from watching Mane. I know if it was Salah, there's no way in hell you guys are watching that. But Salah seems to be one of those players that maybe it seems like he
I
needs
doubt it, dude. The Man U fan, I doubt it.
They might. I think with Man United fans, they probably favor Mane over Salah. Well, definitely the ones that I've spoken to, they prefer Mane. So yeah, guys, give that a watch.
He's a humble guy.
Yeah, real humble,
And
real
he's
humble.
very industrious as well.
Yes, absolutely. That's a beautiful way of summarizing him. I agree. I definitely agree with you. So I'm just going through these comment section. Um, yes, what else you wanted to discuss? I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know you're at work. So what else did you want to discuss?
No, it's okay. Time is not an issue. I'm here to support the show.
Thank you.
It's just that I don't want to take up all of it. I know person in the chat who wants to probably want to call. So
I think you're probably the only one that wants to call in. By the way, I appreciate it. Hopefully it will encourage others to call in because it does make the show better. And I feel way more happier when you guys call in rather than just talking to a screen. It is weird, guys, just speaking to a screen without speaking to someone directly, like either on the phone or on another screen to the right or to the left of me. It's a little bit odd. So I would always encourage you guys to phone in or come on screen with me because it makes the conversation better for me and hopefully for you guys in the comment section as well.
yeah, definitely more engaging.
Yeah.
What's the topic tonight? I didn't really look at
The
the heading.
topic, good question. I just wanted to give you guys a little insight, little personal info on where I've been. So that was pretty much it. I'm open to discuss whatever because it's been over a week since I've done a live stream with you guys. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys some update just in case you guys are wondering. So that's about it, really.
Okay. I did miss out that part still, but I think I said you started a new job and so on, which is good.
Yeah, I did. Started on Monday.
And also this time is ideal for I can say for me, but I don't know if it's ideal for the rest of person in the chat. But this time is a good time for a show, do the show.
All right.
I know it's early morning for you, but and you have to rest. So I don't know if this timing is okay. Like based on your schedule as well.
Yeah, you know what? For you guys, I'll make the sacrifice. Honest to God, and if you guys promise to be here, I'll always show up. Yeah, I'll make the sacrifice because, like I said to you guys, I'm in this habit of, and I don't think I'm gonna grow out of it because I've been like this for 5+ years because of uni, and then of course, It's just like that. The media industry is like that. You got to be prepared. Anyone who wants to work in the media industry, you got to be prepared for unsociable hours, because that's just what the sports is all about. A midweek fixture. And I should think, if you're looking at the more like your popular sports, like your football or your basketball, you're looking at evening starts anyways, and your tennis can go on. Tennis don't even have an end time. That can go on for beyond your expectations. So anyone who wants to work in the media industry, be prepared to, I would not say not have a life, because that's a bit extreme, but just be prepared for, yeah, like it's extreme to say that. Be prepared for unsociable hours. But if you love your sports, then it shouldn't be an issue to you. So yeah, so I got to say on that.
It all come back down to time management.
Absolutely.
So I'd have to go leave right now.
Okay. Thank you
I
for
will
calling
still stay
in.
in I will still stay in the chat and continue watch the show until it ends.
All right. All right. Have a lovely evening, and get home safe from work, okay?
Okay, you too. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you. Take care.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. All right. I miss you guys more. I miss you guys more. So at least now you all know where I've been. You've been on YouTube all the time looking at you. Oh, that's really thoughtful. That's really thoughtful. Yeah, I figured based off the number of people that's gotten in touch with me over the last couple of days, I was like, oh, all right. So a live stream is definitely needed. So no regrets. Definitely no regrets. Need to tell me, fire your questions through to me either in the comment section or on the WhatsApp number. And like I said, if you guys get in touch with me during the day, like in terms of calling me, chances are I'm either commuting into work or I've already started my shift, so I obviously can't speak. But I will message you guys back once I'm able to. That's for definite. So yeah, it looks like we're gonna be doing late live stream, which is a win-win, because I don't mind the late live streams, and that's when you guys are home. And it didn't go through. Miss Panton, you're always playing some sort of games. Show me the evidence of where you try to phone in, because it's funny how Mr. Scott. It's only how funny how Mr. Beckford managed to call in. Sabrina is having troubles again, guys. Apparently. I've warned you guys about the Man United lot, haven't I? I don't think I need to keep sending out warning. Just looking. I should have done that earlier on. You're more than welcome to give it another try. To see if you can call in. I'm sorry, guys. I was looking for my charger. Needed to put my phone on charge. So yeah, if you want to call in, you're more than welcome to. I think I could take this one. That's if you guys want to call in. I take this to 1 hour. And again, we don't need to focus on my topic. I've given you guys the good news already, so I don't need to bang on about it. Oh, okay. My apologies. When did you call? I didn't receive maybe you called and I was on a train. So in that case, nothing showed up on my end. Mr. Miller, how are you? Good day. It's been up, sir. It's been up and running since the CONCACAF Women's Championship. Qualifiers as well. It's been up since summer. I did tell you guys that I would introduce it for the Reggae Girls' second attempt of qualifying for the Women's World Cup. In case you guys have missed that, and you shouldn't have, they've done so. They've qualified 2 successive World Cup qualification on the bounce. You know what's happening on the 22nd of October, don't you? And we'll find out who we're playing in Australia and New Zealand. Be interesting to see where we'll be based. And also, like I said, who we'll be playing. Listen, I'm happy for anyone who's going to the World Cup. Delighted for anyone who's going to the World Cup. The the new news, the good news is new job. That's the good news. New job, new chapter, new journey. The first time I called you respond once, but not that. Yeah, like I said, the other times I was probably on a train or probably dropped connection at some point. It's hard to see. Really? Is that because of the time difference? I'm assuming it's the time difference as opposed to not being able to access the channel. Blake the Great, how you how you doing? Thank you very much. I think that I sent you some info on Instagram. When did you send it? Because if you look at my Instagram, you'll see that I've not actually posted anything. Usually whatever is on YouTube mirrors Instagram in terms of the stuff that I speak about, right? So if you've not seen anything on YouTube, chances are on Instagram it's more or less the same. So you guys are not calling in, no one's calling in. I guess I could give you guys another 10 minutes until I say good night. So yeah, I'll give you guys 10 more minutes and then I'm gonna have to love you and leave you until next time. I thought that said us for a second. I was thinking, who's us? Football is played on the day, isn't it? Football is played on the day. Who wants it wins it. I thought that was a draw against England. I've watched that replay and I can't see how it's offside. I don't understand how that was offside, but it's not my country, so I won't be getting upset. But I don't think that was offside. Not from the replay that I've seen, at least. Good question. Well, it's now midweek. My end. It's now midweek. I'll have to look at my schedule. I got a late-ish. I'm on a couple late shifts for the rest of the week, guys. So realistically, if I could give you guys one on Friday, then I will. Today, it depends on when I get home. So if I could give you guys one on Friday, that would be great because it is Friday and then I won't have to worry about Saturday and work and so on. I am delighted to have you guys in the comment section. Delighted to have you guys in the comment section. So yeah, I thought so too because I watched it and I was just like, I don't even think you need to look at that and go to VAR. I was like, isn't it as clear as daylight that it's not offside? So yeah, I don't agree, but hey, I'm not one of the match officiators and it's not my country. So I guess I don't need to use all my energy and my strength, but on calling it what it is. But I don't think that was a offside. But big up the Lionesses though. They're doing their thing. You can't begrudge them. Reigning queens of Europe. But the US did out 6 of their starting 11 through injury, putting things into context. Trying to stop the USA is what they're doing, but the only thing can stop US is those horrible World Cup kids. Oh Lord. No. No, I am not. Definitely not. Definite. Well, we had one. How many of you thought that would be the news? Be honest. Some of you probably thought that as well. Just being shy and didn't want to say it, but We've got someone brave and honest in the comment section. Who else actually thought that that would be the news? But no, not to my knowledge, anyways. Alrighty. Let's see. Where are my comments? Why can't I see my comments? Okay, the women are on international. Yep, everyone's on international break except us. VAR, worst thing. You know what? I mean, VAR isn't the issue though, is it? It's how it's being used. That's the problem. It's just how it's being used, how it's being utilized. So VAR in itself is not a bad idea, but it's just how it's being utilized at the moment. The US will go down. Don't let your neighbors hear you say that, Mr. Miller. US lose big to France, Germany, and then go and win. Listen, the USA are the irony, the fact that they call it soccer and they are just heavyweights when it comes to football. I always find that funny. Like if there was gonna be a country, it's them, right? And there are reasons for that when you look at how football is played from school, college, all the way through to the professional game. They don't muck about when it comes to sports stateside. They part of the culture, winning mentality, seeing is believing, and so on. It seems like he's the only one who thought that, because nobody else is, at least maybe you guys don't want to admit to it, but nobody else thought that that would be the good news. I mean, congrats to anyone out there who's expecting. That's incredible news, but I'm not on that. I haven't reached that chapter yet. I've not reached that chapter yet. I don't think the US will win the World Cup, but there are top players come back. They will make a difference, but they will drop out of the round of 16. VAR is not the problem. It's the referees. They are relying too much on it. Sometimes you have to wonder, do they even know how to use VAR themselves, in terms of the people who are actually using VAR? At your discretion. Surely would be a good godmother. Oh gosh, you're gonna have to send your CV, Sabrina. Send your resume. US will never go down. Soccer is ours, like other sports. Shots being fired there from Blakey. I think Canada can win the World Cup if they work on their finishing. I don't think no team in the world at the moment can break down Canada's defense. I think Canada has some of the best defenders. I don't think VAR is doing much justice to football. It's killing this. I think it's the people who are operating the VAR. It's a system, guys. That's all it is. It's a system. So I don't think there's anything wrong with the system itself. It's just how it's being put to use. By the sound of it, there's unbalanced. I mean, look, VAR is great when it works in your favor, and it's an absolute pain when it doesn't work in your favor. That's probably one of the best ways to look at it. When it works in your favor, everybody loves VAR. When it don't work in your favor, it's the worst thing invented. But that's how I look at it anyways. I've been screwed over. We've been screwed over a couple of times. Arsenal's been screwed over a couple of times with VAR. Jesus. Is what it is though. Right now, England, Germany is the heavyweight, Sweden, etc. Right now, I don't know. I heard good news, and that's the first thing that popped in my mind. It's a new job, Mr. Theo. New job, new chapter. New job, new chapter. Hence, not giving you guys those all-important live streams. So that is the good news. All right, guys, got a couple more minutes and then we're going to sign off, because I don't think you guys are actually going to call in, which is a bit of a shame. I would have stayed for longer if you guys called in, but Does seem like you guys want to you guys don't want to talk on the phone or show your faces. VAR is good overall, I thought, but a lot of the officials are being biased when using it. Yeah, the referees themselves sometimes can be biased as well, but Gabriel hand the ball and get away with it. I mean, I've seen Man United get away with way worse than that, but you know, it is what it is. When it happens against your team, it's an outrage, but when it's your team that's capitalizing off it, then people just say it's not that big of a deal, but of course it is. I've seen penalties given for worse. In this case, it appeared as if it might have bounced from his chest to his arm, as opposed to him arming the ball deliberately or using his hands on the ball deliberately. Don't ask me what just happened, guys. My internet's playing about. I apologize for that. Yeah, maybe that's a cue for me to shut up and keep it moving. Maybe VAR don't like what I'm saying, so I'm gonna wrap this one up soon, or I might just take it to the hour. All right. I owe you guys some time. So yeah, all right, let's take this one to the 1 hour mark then. I've already been speaking at you guys for 46 minutes. So let's take this one to 1 hour and then we can call it a night. Women's football, you could never count out the US because they started the female game really. But how about the well, well. What happened over the weekend, Theo? Um Call. I don't know who to call. I don't know who to call because if there's something about interesting. Arsenal top of the table is great to see, but you see the Rapunzel on steroids, in hat tricks, and Man United good times in soccer. Oh, it's hat trick against United. 2 hat tricks. Jesus, oh my! I don't know if I've ever seen that in a football match before. City are just outrageous team. Do you think a lot of match fixing happen when you see some of them? I don't know. That's a question that could be put across sports, though, isn't it? That could. I don't know. I'm sure you can probably find some articles on that somewhere, though, right? You can probably find some articles out there on that. So yeah, guys, got about 12 more minutes with you all, and then I'm going to have to love you and leave you until next time. I guess your boss about. They made me happy over the weekend, that's for sure. They made me happy. I went out. There's 2 weekends in a row. The Tottenham game was the weekend before, right, guys? Or am I forgetting? There wasn't a game in between. Sure, it was the weekend before. Must have been. I know for a fact that I went out on both occasions in my Arsenal shirts, and boy, there's a lot of Arsenal fans in my area, which I'm a little bit surprised of because my closest stadium is West Ham. And I've seen so many Arsenal. I went into when we beat the same day that we beat Tottenham. I went into my local Caribbean restaurant, and the girl that was serving me, I was wearing that Arsenal shirt. Where is it? This one, the Jamaica inspired one. And she's like, "Oh my God, I love your jersey." And I said, "Thanks, we just beat Tottenham." And she went mad. Like the whole shop went mad. So clearly they're Arsenal fans. And I was walking around in my area and yeah, people were being pleasant. And even when we beat Liverpool, of course, step out, chest high, look up one step to the shop. And yeah, locked eyes with a couple Arsenal fans. Usually I'm not talking to strangers, but I don't know what empowered me to be talking to a whole family of strangers. I was like, "Yeah, having a good day, are we?" And they were like, "Yeah, just came back from the Emirates." I was like, "Very nice. Enjoy it. Enjoy the rest of your evening." So yeah, it's nice. It's a good feeling at the moment. Also is Erling Erling is a robot. Erling is a robot. I think we can all agree on that. All this buzz over Tottenham and they're nothing. Ouch. That's a comment to any Tottenham fan that's listening. That's a comment that I'm reading. Who you playing? I haven't got a clue. I take it one step at a time. I take it one step at a time, so I haven't got a clue. I just take my games one step at a time. You all inspire me in the comment section. You all inspire me in the comment section. My bro, good night to you and the family. How are you? Make sure you win. I don't think that's going to happen. Not this season. It's gonna take, listen, a monumental effort plus plenty of praying to dethrone Manchester City. But I'm pleased with us. If we can get top four and you can build to that, because you can't just listen, you can't go out there and participate in a marathon for the first time in Lord knows when. Basically, for a lot of these players, it's the first time, with the exception of um, um, Jesus and Zinchenko, in terms of recent winners with their clubs and so on, winning arguably the best trophy to win at club level, in terms of being up there with the elite. A lot of these players, young, never been there before, so to expect them to participate in a marathon and to come first that's a huge burden on their young shoulders. So for me, I just want to go back to Champions League. I miss that Champions League theme tune. And don't even ask me what the Europa League theme tune is, because do they even have a theme tune? Because I have not even practiced it, and I will not practice that theme tune. Yeah, would love to see us back in the Champions League, and hopefully when we do return, hopefully it's by the grace of God, it's this season. Um, I hope that when we do return, that it's not just a case of going there to participate and make up numbers. Like, you're actually trying to mean business. And I'm not gonna say, "Oh, you're going to win it." It's just like what I've said about the league. You're gonna get close, then you're gonna get closer, and hopefully closer and closer until you finally win it. Because you're gonna be, if you, Lord have mercy, if you have a Boca team, like in terms of the kings of the Champions League, so your Real Madrid and your Liverpool, and Liverpool by then they should have sorted out their nonsense. You buck a team like that, a club like that, with their illustrious history of lifting one of sports' most iconic trophy. Psychologically, they're several steps ahead of you. So yeah, you got to take these baby steps. And that's why I'm not saying, "Oh yeah, we're going to win the league." It will be unbelievable if we won the league, but and I think it's possible. Anything is possible in the world of sports. But yeah, I want to go back in those finish off the season, and maybe it's an indication that it might just happen for us this season, because we came so close last season. And you know what? Let's focus on this right here. What would the Arsenal season have been this season had they defeated Newcastle? So it's interesting. I hate to say, but the USA is a giant crazy. Where's Morgan? I wouldn't mind Arsenal win the Premier League next 2 years, as long as we finally win the Listen, I think people got to be careful what they wish for, because as soon as Pep win that Champions League, he's bouncing. He's saying, "See you later." And if that's the case, we should probably all gather together and pray so that I know some of you can't stand Pep because he's just a pain for a lot of you. Because with him around, it's like Jesus. You're not going to see that your club colours on the Premier League. Man City, the Terminator up front, Haaland, beautifully put. The US female football team is like, due to how well structured they are and will be on top for a long time. You would not be, you mind facing in a semi-final of Arsenal play Champions League. Depends on what Bayern Munich we're getting by then. I mean, even Bayern Munich has had their change of the old guard, but I like what they've done in recent years. So keeping the age and the experienced players and getting those young up and coming, the prodigy, in the pipeline at the same time. So the baton exchange is smoother, right? Because whilst you're trying to settle into a new club, new environment, which comes with its own added pressure, you have the guys who have been there, done that, doing the hard work. You all have to do hard work, but the bulk of the burden isn't necessarily falling into your lap or your laps, and you can manage to focus on yourself. So you have to also remember that with these players, that it's not just a case of going to a new club, especially a new league. It's not just show up at a new league, new country, and get on with it. You have to be fair and realize that they need to settle down on a personal level, and that's probably how they're able to maximize their potential. They need to be happy on a personal level. Their partners need to be happy. Their partners need to feel safe and secured. If you're married to someone and every time you go out to training or go out to a match, their life is in danger. Worse if the house ever that, but it's like a trend. Thankfully, it's not one that is highly common, but sometimes have we heard of footballers' houses getting broken into? Do you then expect those players to play at their maximum potential? Probably not, because whilst the game is on, they're probably wondering, is their partners safe at home, or even if the house itself is safe, and so on. So Bayern Munich, I think they've done well. They've done well with bringing in those young players that I was referring to. I really like what Arteta is doing at Arsenal from a Man City fan. Still learning, but the future looks bright. Long may it continue. Liverpool look more like liver. Oh Lord, the double of the season. Afraid they need to shake up that squad. Bayern Munich might get Harry Kane. It's a rumor. They are eyeing him up, so that will make Tottenham even weaker. So that's a good thing for us. But I say we should focus on winning the Europa League. Interesting choice of words there. Focus. At the expense of what though? Because yeah, you should focus, but I wouldn't necessarily want them to put all their eggs in one basket and miss out on a top 4 finish, which is feasible as things stand. Try your best, and that's where healthy rotation comes into play. The Europa League is like never ending. Jesus, God. But yeah, again, that's a trophy that I would love to win. I know some people stick their noses up at Europa League, but absolutely, that's two route to the Champions League. You turn left, that's probably to the Premier League. Turn right, that's to the Europa League. Both journeys take you to the Champions League. And yeah, I would love to finish top 4 with the Europa League in our back pocket, but that's a tall ask. That's a tall ask. Especially with what happened in Champions League tonight. I think Juve, they lost 2-0, didn't they? Juventus. Maccabi beat them 2-0. So what are they sitting? Are they sitting in dangerous waters there, guys, in the Champions League then? In their group. Who was in their group? Yeah, they got tucked in and sent to bed. Like how is me? Hey, look, when you're somebody's favorite, must feels good. We all want to be somebody's favorite, don't you? Even if it's just your kid that have you as their favorite. Milna, agent. Yes, he is. The Energizer Bunny for real. Until next, glad you come back on. Glad to have you back. Continue on your new journey. Only up from here. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that got beat up by the team from Israel. They look really good, and yeah, they got tucked into and tucked in and sent. I think they're missing. Perhaps, maybe he's even missing them as well. It's like done. Oh God, I've hit the 1 hour mark, guys. Been with you guys for 1 hour. That felt good. I mean, is that the time? It's 20 minutes to 3 a.m. So that means I need to get myself together and get myself to bed. I'm still buzzing, high on energy at the moment. So I am gonna have to love you and leave you guys. And I'll be back. Don't worry. What does this look like? All right. So if I've not clicked on you guys' comment, it wasn't intentional, so I do apologize. But thank you to those of you who clicked onto the live stream. I was a little bit worried because I came in and I just spared a moment type of thing. I was like, okay, let's just hook up a live stream. Watch the boss. Oh my God. Listen, when you talk about team no sleep, you have to talk about this icon. Guys, make sure you go and check out Deluded Guna. And don't let the name fool you in terms of the Guna part. He is insightful on all things football, trust me. So if you're Man United or you're Chelsea, don't let that stop you from going over there, because you can learn a lot from him. Trust me, you can learn so much. I'm trying to be like you. Or you mean I'm trying to be like you? I got something to show you. Hold on, don't move. Soon come. This right here has kept me warm many a times. This has kept me warm. So yeah, that's another thing, guys. If you're gonna be buying stuff from YouTubers, buy within your community. Buy black, buy Jamaican as well, or in this case, Bajan Jamaican. So yeah, this one was worth every penny. I've got it over a year now, and listen, the amount of times I wear this, I'm surprised I don't look like it. Because I wear it like almost every single day when I'm not at work. So that goes to tell you it keeps you warm. The inside material is perfect. So yeah, guys, check him out on YouTube, and trust me, you will not regret it, because he's one of the pros and definitely one of my favorite YouTubers. Yeah, I love it. I love that hoodie. I'm telling you, the guy is just different gravy. Different gravy. So make sure you guys check out his YouTube channel, and you'll learn a lot, not just if from a content creator standpoint, but if you want to sharpen up your football knowledge, head over to his channel, and trust me, you're not going to forget it. Get some sleep, yeah. Listen, I have work in the morning, so I'm going to go and get some sleep. 100%. Thanks for stopping by the channel, DG. Appreciate you so much. So yes, guys, the headline reads for itself. If you don't want to read it, I'll go ahead and read it for you. It says the start of something special. So I've already told you guys, new job, new chapter, and it's going well. 2 days in, and I can't complain. Zero complaints from me. Long may it continue. Like I said, the Lord has answered my prayers. And before the year closes off, I've embarked on a new chapter, and I have a feeling it's going to get better. Before I forget my manners, massive thank you to you guys there in the comments section. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for hitting the like button. Appreciate you guys each and every time. You think Arsenal can? Can and will is two different questions, bro. Can and will is two different questions. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. And I don't want to say what I'm thinking because I don't want to put it into existence. But that Matt Ryan, no, not Matt Ryan, what's his name again? Turner. That man scares me. He scares me. It doesn't scare me as much as Renarson scare me. The first time I saw Renarson in goal, I kid you not, I went on my knees and I prayed. I said, this man frightened me. But Turner don't scare me as much. But yeah, Matt Turner, same name, innit? Turner scares me a bit, but not as much as Renarson. But look, Ryan, like I said, look, we came close last season. In hindsight, people will say, well, if we had done this, if we had done that, the bottom line is we didn't get the job done. Got something in my eye. If we can go one step closer and just finish in those top four position, that would be amazing because I miss the Champions League theme tune. And I think next time we're in the Champions League, I don't think we're just going there to participate and make up numbers. That's not to say that we're going to win, but I think you're going to see a show of pride. They're going to be performing similarly to how they've been performing recently. It's a different type of Arsenal. It's one where even if the Manchester United game, if there's ever a team I don't want to lose against, it's those Devils. I don't want like losing against them. Because that's the team I grew up hating. Never really knew about Tottenham. Tottenham is just like, I don't know about Tottenham, but Man U, that is a team I grew up just with a deep hatred for. But even that game when we lost against them, it was like, you know what, okay, can't be too mad at the players. And then doing one better, winning the North London derby. A lot of people, maybe if you look at it from last season, if you said last season, if you fast forward and said in just under a year's time you're going to beat Liverpool in the league, people will be thinking, what are you on? So there's so many positives there, right? But as I said earlier on, you probably missed it. If you're new to sports, particularly a marathon, as a coach, it would be silly of me to tell you that you're going to go out there and win your first marathon. It's going to take some practice and some patience. And we're probably right where we need to be for the time being. And by the grace of God, long may it continue. Because, yeah, I would love to see us win that trophy. But I don't know. I don't know if it's going to happen this year. But yeah, my thing is I just want Ramsdale to keep fit. Please, Jesus, just keep that man fit because Turner scares me. Don't know how the rest of you feel about him, but that guy scares me a little bit. But yeah, I just hope that yeah, I hope he stays fit. And all of the players really your key players. Because you saw what happened last season, didn't you? Yeah, for pivotal players picked up injury, decisive moments in our league campaign, and we got what the duck get. So hopefully we won't get that this season. But now, I mean, you guys, injury is a problem for you right now, Ryan. Gunners boss, good evening, sir. How are you? Mbappe, I don't know. Mbappe is an interesting one. That's an interesting guy at the moment. It's an interesting guy at the moment. And I'm talking about outside of the talent of the player. So, I don't know. London is red, as it should be. As it should be. Long may it continue. Long may it continue. Ryan, you bad up my team over the weekend. Guys, if you was on the live stream, you should have seen how Ryan bad up Arsenal over the weekend. I said, wow, I'm shocked. I thought he actually liked us, but Ryan bad we up over the weekend, guys. The only one that was defending us, guys, was Jersey Boy. Jersey Boy was the only one defending us. And halftime TV. Ryan had us in a chokehold over the weekend, guys. I've said this already that I'm about to close off. See, live stream, sometimes it can be addictive, you know. Sometimes live streams can be a little bit addictive. But I think I've said all that I need to say. I forgot I can't say nothing bad about Turner because that's Sabrina's boy. Don't want her to have a little hissy fit. Was Ryan crying? You were saying all sorts, Gunner's boss. Listen, at one point I could have sworn he blamed the match officiating, which I thought was a little bit shocking because I was like, are we forgetting the amount of times when Mane used to rough us up? I mean, if you want me to bring up some pictures, Ryan, I got time on my hands, you know, I can bring up some pictures. I could swear I've seen Mane at least Eric Cantona kick at least a couple of my players in their chest. And that might have been most certainly when Arsenal were wearing the white and red kit. Marble red, I think that's what they call it. Yeah, enough times, as much as I rate Mane, and I didn't even dislike him for it, but I just know Mane is going to come with one breed of nastiness against us. So yeah, but Ryan has short-term memory. I'll know he's not admitting it, guys. Ryan said the only reason why we beat him is because of the match officiating. Those are his words, not mine, guys. So where you finishing the season, Ryan? What's your season saying? Where are you finishing? One piece of cussing I go on now with no people. Let me send him the link. Ryan was upset. He did a show in his sleep complaining about how the penalty. Ryan did sour for true. Ryan, you was sour. Over the week, me never see you like that when it comes to Arsenal. You was sour indeed. I said, I can't believe this. I really took time out of my day to tune into Ryan LFC and the man I deal with Arsenal away people. I couldn't believe it, but it is what it is, isn't it? If LFC don't win, I would cheer for Arsenal. So you're Liverpool supporter. Look, come on, Liverpool fans. Last season you came runner-up. If you don't win the title, Premier League, that is this season, for me that's a failure. That is a failure. And I think I even said it on Ryan's channel. At the start of the season, come on, like you came runners up last season. Yes, the league went down to the wire, final game of the season, but if you finish 2, the next position to finish is 1. If you do worse than a top 2 finish, then that's a disastrous season, isn't it? And right now, which trophy are they going to win? I don't know. Anything but the Champions League or the Premier League. I don't think their fans would be happy. But then again, them win the treble last season, so who knows? Who am I to speak for them? So we're waiting on Ryan to come, guys. I'm guessing he's setting up his studio. To be honest, his studio is always set up, so he's going to jump on soon. And then I will close off. Good night. How you doing? 100%. Don't know, 100. You can't put it all down to money, obviously. But makes you wonder, doesn't it? But they have bigger problems than that, if we're being completely honest. that hefty price tag that comes from a certain player as well. You don't know how that's gonna affect his game. Happy to hear. I'm glad that you're good. I can't complain. I'm good. I can't complain. I am good. Wait for the excuses, people. Someone's in the studios. Brace yourself for one bugger excuse. Mr. Ryan LFC, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Crystal. Congratulations to you and your Arsenal fans
Oh,
and the
it's so
victory.
like you don't want to tell me congratulations, sir.
But I did tell you that yesterday on the stream.
Oh, me not believe him. I believe Jersey. Yours never sound genuine, Ryan. Y'all going like saw me take the 3 points from you and me and Arsenal.
No, here what happens is you guys deserve to win the game, but not by that cheap penalty. The referee, my team, they deserve to lose that game, but at least a point. First and foremost, the first penalty and Gabriel Ann.
But don't you think
Clear
it,
penalty.
I don't know if
Second
it's
thing,
fair
that
though,
penalty
right?
that Jesus, boy, I tell you, the man fake. The man fake as hell, Bridget. The man fake the penalty.
Right.
But, mm-hmm.
But would you be complaining if it was one of your players? We talk about fake, but look on Salah. How many times Salah did that, Ryan?
Yeah, but a long time Salah no did that. Salah stop do that. Salah stop do that. No, but seriously, Arsenal deserve to get a points. I'm not stop saying we play better than Arsenal. You don't believe that?
You think you play which game you da watch, Ryan?
Liverpool no play better than Arsenal.
No way. Must be last season you talk about. I can't over the weekend.
Arsenal say them a big team and them a fair park the bus.
Park which bus a liar tell Ryan. Like you're still sound better. There's no way you play better than Arsenal.
Jesus Christ.
Ryan, a liar tell. Ryan, you know, sister, we all make your star boy go sit down on the bench, all a
No,
ball.
even him should have get a red card by the tackle, the follow through. That should have been a red card by Martinelli.
Oh.
Martinelli should have get a red card.
For what?
What you mean by for what? Him follow through and Trent.
No, sir, that's not a red card. Ryan, you couldn't be a referee. You're a thief. You could never be a referee. More red card.
Hey, guy. I'm just killing still. I'm just killing. I think you guys have a really. I'm really proud of this Arsenal team. I am one of the people them that said Arteta must go because he's not good enough, but he proved himself to a lot of Arsenal fans. I know they're winning, they're not going to come out and say it. A lot of them are be hypocrite. Listen, if you're wrong, you're wrong. You're not going to get everything right. I can't understand fans. All right? Everybody say, yo, Arteta is this great thing now. After me listen to amount of Arsenal fans say, yo, this man don't know what I do. You understand? But him turn it around, that show you that, listen, when he get him play them, him can make a big difference. Last season, him closed the gap too well, in my opinion, but lack of experience not make them get top 4, and the last 2 games them never perform well and stuff. But I'm going to be honest with you, Crystal. Arsenal look really, really good with Jesus coming in and a few other players coming in this summer.
Yeah,
they really step it up.
And the tempo. He has up the tempo. It feels so weird. Like it's been I can't tell you the last time that I watch an Arsenal team and I just feel so at ease. You're not gonna be the odd stupidities there. Like one player, sometimes you just frustrate me. Gabriel, the defender. My God, man, sometimes I'm just do one breed of stupidness. And I'm just like, yes, I get it. But sometimes I'm just like, please stop doing that.
Yeah, and him still him.
There's certain areas on the pitch in Ryan where it's just like I can't afford for my players to have a mistake in them. Anybody can make a mistake, you know. Your forward can make a mistake and you can live by it. But good God, if your back line's got a mistake in them or your goalkeeper have a mistake in them, that could be the decider between winning the match and you losing a match.
Yeah, he's definitely the weak link in Arsenal. All right. And if you notice with the Arsenal team, they will give up goal, but they will score a lot of goal.
Yeah, man. Him
I think
just
Ramsdale is a very good goalkeeper. He came up big this season many times for Arsenal. He's a very good goalkeeper. And even the next player, when Arteta bring him in, Arsenal fans they must say, you only get a goalkeeper relegate 2 times, him not good. But when you look at him stats, when you look at how him play at him 2 relegation team, Bournemouth and Sheffield United, you see say this youth is an excellent goalkeeper. Him just want to have the right people in front of him.
yeah.
And
You're
Arsenal have a long way to go. They're still young. I think they
very
need to
long
add
way.
a few more players. I think this is the right time for them to add. In January, it's key because Stammer Party showed that he cannot keep fit for the remaining of the season. I think they need a replacement for that.
Yeah,
Bringing
they
Shaka,
need
bringing Shaka back in the holding midfield don't help. All right, because he's a mistake, baby, and
a
you
mistake,
know,
baby, Ryan.
no, for true, him always have a red card in him. Although him very, very crucial to this Arsenal team. This season
Yeah,
has been really, really step up big time. He
yeah.
really step up big time, and you know my favorite player on Arsenal team.
Name him.
My favorite player on the Arsenal team every day. People are telling me about Saka
You not get
and
him enough. You better
Saka.
not. Me not
People are telling
Brazilian.
me about Saka and Smith Rowe. The wickedest baller on Arsenal team are the Brazilian Martinez. The man bad.
You can take it.
Him.
But see, wait, name the Pep, not Pep, him name Klopp. Every time him come to play against Arsenal, all him a talk about is Saka, this Martinelli. Tell your manager to take his eyes off our players. Thank
No,
you.
really and truly, we are come for someone to play them car. If we don't make the Champions League, God go do you know. Me know
Come
me
to
have
do
to
what?
play
Take them
Champions
out
League.
and for what? Take them to dinner or what? Take them around Liverpool
Yeah,
because
you
you
know
got
club
if them coming to
from
buy us.
club one old club give them just feel like say they have to come play for club.
But Ryan, right you
Hmm?
know that not gonna happen because if Arsenal finish above you in the league and all you go end up in a Europa League, no way in
No,
hell I'm gonna
you
get.
you you believe that Arsenal have finished front of Liverpool this season?
So what go on right now, Ryan?
No, me I ask you if you think that.
It can
You,
happen.
you see you always a hold back in here.
We just had say Ryan, it can happen.
No, me I ask you are the Arsenal fan. Don't tell me about it can happen. You
But
lead me
me
by
want me to tell
14
you,
points.
Ryan, after me not that so raven, I can't see in the future. Me I tell you say it can happen.
No, me know why you tell me that. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. You see that look sneaking thing that you have, push out the head like, yeah, say, what, Arsenal hurt your heart. Come on, man. You
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
do better than that, sister. You have
Right.
to do better.
You ask me for my opinion, I'm gonna give you your opinion. You can't tell
No,
me you
man,
don't
no,
want my
no,
opinion.
no, no. Me not agree with that opinion there. Me can't agree with that opinion. You know what I mean? It seems like Arsenal hurt you so much time, and it seems like you're in a relationship with Arsenal right now, sis. May I tell you, you do them. You now put too much and you now go over top and you kind of hide your love.
No, it's not that. It's about
Because,
being
and them
realistic.
scary again.
But no, that's an interesting way of putting it. That's why I
Mhm,
said, because you asked the question earlier on, do I think we're going to win the league? And I answered it truthfully.
mhm,
Um, but yeah, I've been in this position many a times of Arsenal. The football is won on the day. So for me, the Spurs result, as much as I can sit here and laugh at even being happy with the Liverpool results, those are irrelevant now. Yesterday's result is irrelevant. It's all about tomorrow and the day after that, right? Because it
mhm.
can go from 0 to 100 real quick. So that's why I'm not usually that type of. I can sit here and I can banter with you guys in the comment section, but you're not gonna see me be big and boastful and say, yeah, we're gonna finish above Liverpool, we're gonna win the league because it's a long. We're not even reached the halfway point. This is why I keep on saying, ask me this question once the World Cup has come and gone, because that could really be the decider for a lot of these top 6 clubs in terms of where we're looking to finish.
One thing me know, say all of them fans across the world who talk about Liverpool, always I go tell them this. Class is permanent. Form,
Yeah.
class is permanent. My team I go to a local patch and me know say Jurgen Klopp.
Ryan, that's not a patch, that's a puddle. That is a puddle. No, I got through right.
No, sis. No, remember how much game Liverpool lose this season? 2,
What
you
you
know?
mean no, sis? You know, sis, so now to a main player injury.
Yeah, you listen, Liverpool are bounce back, sis.
Oh, what on there, Ryan? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Hi, who am I speaking to?
I'm speaking to, Flavor Max.
Okay, how can I help you? Good evening.
Yeah, man, I come to talk on the topic, Arsenal. I'm glad my whole Ryan took him around all week, you know.
Oh, you come to beat him?
Yeah, I'm glad my whole, I come to talk about Arsenal with you as well, because I didn't know you were an Arsenal fan. But I also glad the whole Ryan took him around up and down all over the place for a week.
You, well, you catch him now, so you're not the right place. he can hear you.
Yeah. But first of all, I'm ask you the question. You are afraid to answer the question, but I'm gonna answer it.
No, it's not that I am afraid to answer, guys. If I believe in myself that something's going to happen, I will say it. It's just like when people ask me, do you think the Reggae Girls are going to qualify? I say yes, with confidence. But you're not going to hear me talk reckless and say, I believe Arsenal are going to finish against this team, against that team. All it takes is for you to lose significant injuries. If you get some significant injuries, dog, nyam your supper. And that's that's what I'm referring to.
I hear you, but I will say it with my chest. Because even with Reggae Boys live and vlog, I've been saying things with my chest and I haven't rang so far.
All right.
You know, I came out before the Gold Cup and I said once Whitmore is at the helm, we're not gonna qualify. I said a lot of things and I am yet to prove it wrong. Okay. So I'm gonna say this. We are not only finishing above Liverpool, whichever.
Liverpool.
But we Liverpool, we are going to win the league.
You think we're on the basis of what, Mary?
Yes.
Wow.
So hold on,
and I will tell you.
Let me ask you a question. If Liverpool couldn't dethrone Manchester City, and this is a Liverpool side that has experience of winning the Premier League, what makes you think that Arsenal are going to do it?
And I will answer that. For starters, we are top of the league, and we are top of the league for a reason. When you look, I am not surprised that we are playing the type of football that we are playing now. This has been 3 seasons, especially 2 seasons in the making. If you look at how we played last season and even the season before, it's just a few blunders by the manager and a few niggling injury here and there why we didn't finish better in the table in those previous seasons. But our outfield play has been improving, albeit we finished 8-2 season, but we were improving all this time. Now, January, I said to somebody, if we had made these moves that we made the last winter, January, we would have not only qualified for top 4, but we would have challenged for the league from last season. But we wait until the last transfer season to make the move, and here we are now. All right, you see, look at this scenario. If a man have 1 billion and a man have 50 million, there's nothing the 1 billion can buy that the 50 million cannot buy. That man that have 50 million will enjoy himself just as much as the man with the 1 billion will enjoy himself. Saying that to say this, we may not as talented as the Man City bunch, but we are talented enough to beat everybody else. And we are talented enough to get points from Man City. Man City game is only one game. We already proved that this season we can beat top six opponent. We beat Tottenham and we beat Liverpool back to back. All the other teams, we have shown that we can beat them. No, right now it is in our hands. And people are talking like Man City not going to drop points. They will drop points. They are not going to go the entire season unbeaten. So it is in our hands, and based on how we are playing, and we will improve as the season go by. So that is the reason why I think it is more than possible that we can win this league. Liverpool, we definitely will qualify. Liverpool is not
Carla,
even in the
Carla,
conversation with us right now.
Carla,
Yes, go ahead.
listen. Happy you put your chest out on the line, right? And that's great. And me like people when them confident in a them team, and you seem as a very confident Arsenal fans. But don't get ahead of yourself. Listen to this. You know that the team that play Thursday, Sunday, never do well in the Premier League. You know when things going to get rocky for Arsenal when January come in, when you have to play the better opponents team in the Europa League where you can only make 4 or 5 change. So injury going to happen to Liverpool, it's going to happen to Arsenal, it's going to happen to everybody, but how you deal with it. Is this Arsenal team deep enough to play Thursday and win the Premier League? Bridging, write down all of the letter number them and put it in the private chat right now and give me. I want to go buy the letter tomorrow because I want to stop work and the just YouTube alone. Give me the letter number. Because it seems like you know everything Arsenal are going in the Premier League. Over this Manchester City team, Liverpool run 2 runners up, 90 odd points. And with early Lannan in this team, come on, man. Come on, man. Don't get ahead of yourself. Enjoy the moment. You know why I'm not too killing up myself as a Liverpool supporter? I am a Liverpool fan and I always tell, enjoy the moment. You never know when it's going to stop. And right now,
guys, hold on. I think you guys are speaking over each other. Go on, Ryan. Finish off what you were saying.
yeah. So I was saying, bro, I am enjoying the moment right now. My team, I know will be back on top. So Arsenal have a fantastic team, good 11. But when I look at the bench, it's not deep enough. And then you play in the Europa League. Remember, last season, 3 match left, hold on, no, man.
Somebody said Arsenal did not beat Man U when they were at their lowest point. Listen, we did not beat Man U at that point, but let me tell you, it was not total loss for us because that match we played a very good match. It's only and we live and we learn. We were just a little bit naive, right? With our youngsters.
But Tyler, as a young team,
we should have done that. So that was just a little blunder why Man U were let off the hook. And also remember that Party did not play in that game. So that game wasn't a game that suggests anything in regards to us not moving forward and in other words, Man U lucky. Man U lucky. Then 2 counter-attacking goal was pure luck and blunder on our side.
So lucky yesterday when we should have get a penalty. You have to need Carla. You're going to lose. All right. We say it's when you have a young team, you're going to get inconsistent. You're going to get ups and downs. You're going to get a little bit of luck. Football, it has to have a little bit of luck to go through. You understand? Liverpool get it when they win the Premier League. We get it when we win the Champions League. I still wait for a lot of number, Just put it in the private chat. Because I know everybody down in the comment section see. Because I'm alone want to win the lotto. You understand? But I like your confidence still. And when me confident, Carla.
No, it's not a matter. No, you can't go around me and do your life.
No, man. I can't. Carla.
pudding is 8 out of 9. The proof is in the pudding.
Carla, you can't base on that. Remember, hold on, man. You can't make it based on that because you have 9 points to play for 3 games left last season. You buckle it. Tottenham come back and pimp you.
That was last season. This is a complete different team. We have 3 players that help to turn this team around. So this is a different team. So you cannot compare last season with this season. We are a vastly improved team from last season, Ryan. Now you see the thing is, you all cannot believe that this Arsenal. But if you all know football, you all should have seen this coming from 3 seasons ago, you know.
Really?
Here for us to see.
Really? It seems that I watch my TV upside down, Carla, man. Where you see what I not see?
But what do you mean what you not see? What you not see? Martinelli has been improving. Saka has been improving every season, and the only thing was missing was a proper forward who can give us goal and link up play. But Martinelli and Saka was always playing good. Partey was always the engine in the middle. What we really missing was a striker to connect all those players together and move us forward. And Jesus is the perfect person for that. And you see how he has transformed this team into a team with a winning mentality and a team that will beat anybody. And I tell you, City, I believe at home we can beat City. I am telling you, we can beat City. It is there. Just look at how we are playing. We are playing with purpose.
Yes, Carla. I am not going to disagree with you. Once you beat Liverpool, you can beat City. I am not going to be one of these. Yeah, Carla.
Listen, people have it. People still looking for Salah, you know. Salah is still missing, you know.
Ryan, you have to go defend that one there.
Carla.
Carla, see a star boy missing.
Carla.
Moved by our manager. Our manager. Put Tamiyasu
Carla.
on the left. When people see that, everybody saying if the man is a madman. But he knew why he did that. Salah is still missing.
Carla.
So Carla. You have a manager who know what he's doing. Unlike your manager who after every 7 years went missing. And after every 7 years, it seems like he don't know what he's doing.
Carla.
I can hear you right.
Carla. Oh yeah, shift the goalpost. Why you gone on Liverpool right about the best team in England right now? Why you go back for a team of the 10? The best team in England right now. We are talking about what Liverpool not nothing to do with you right now. You focus on Arsenal right now. You are the best team in the world right now. You have played the best football in the world right now. And we have to just give up.
I'm only talking about your team, you know, because your team is the last that we make.
Bombard. Ryan, you have to go Carla, deal with your rough Ryan.
Carla, you win 1 out of the last 14 games. You're the man at all. You see why I like but putting it down to earth. You win of the last 14 games, 15 games you play, you only win 2. Outside. Don't get ahead of yourself, Carla. You're being good night. You be good. Listen, you have been very good since you're calling. Don't get ahead of yourself, brother. All right? You don't want to get a whole heap of painkiller after this season, brother. So Arsenal let it down. You see, Crystal is a good real journalist. So she relax and me I try to test her. Be like Crystal. Don't get ahead of yourself. You know this Arsenal team always give pressure, Carla.
No. Crystal is only being nice as the host of the show.
No, Carla, trust me. If I believe that Arsenal would finish above Liverpool, believe me, I would say it.
Don't believe that, Crystal? We are 14 points ahead. You're telling me that you don't believe?
But hold on, Carla. We have not even reached the halfway point of our season yet.
forget the half.
No,
The
you
point, we
can't,
are
because it's
14 points
logical. You got to
ahead.
look at things logically. You just said it, that the reason what we had a couple blunders in recent years, and what did you put that down to? You put that down to the age and maturity of our squad. We are still one of the youngest teams across Europe,
Yes.
within the top 4, top 5 divisions. So it's not going to be a case of where it's going to be smooth sailing. We're going to lose again this season. It's going to happen. I
Likewise,
can't sit
Liverpool.
here and say that Arsenal are only going to lose once this season. I can't sit
And we
here
can't
and
sit
say
here
that.
and say City or Liverpool are going to lose once. Or
Yeah,
they're not
but
going to lose
it,
any more
it can
games.
happen. It can
They are going
happen.
to drop
If
points
if
as
if
well.
you can sit here and say that City, because I heard you say City can lose. If you can say City can lose, why can't Arsenal lose again? Not that I'm wishing for them to
Exactly.
lose, but why Arsenal not bulletproof?
I
Arsenal
didn't
isn't
say
bulletproof.
I
We
did.
have our flaws.
I didn't say that we are going to finish the season without losing another
No,
game.
but what I'm saying is,
But if we are going to say that about Arsenal, then we can say that about the other teams. And as it is right now, we are on top of the table.
we are on
based
top
on
of the table. We are on top of the table, but you still see you took the words out of my mouth when you spoke about the Manchester United game. So what does that tell you? That tells you old habits die hard. We haven't gotten rid of all of our old habits.
But the difference with this Arsenal, Crystal, and I am telling you, I'm a die-hard Arsenal fan. I eat, drink, sleep Arsenal, and I analyze how we play. The difference between this Arsenal is the mentality and how much we learn and move on.
I don't dispute that, I don't dispute that, but
we learn quickly and we move on quickly.
I'm not disputing that. I am not disputing that, but I still say hold on to your reservations. Wait until the World Cup window comes and goes, and then bring yourself into, say, late December, early January.
Here why I'm not going to hold on. Last season I told a Manchester United fan when they were bantering me and laughing after me and say we did not qualify for top 4. And they asked me if my goal is what would be a successful season for me this season. If top 4 will be a successful season, given that we did not qualify for top 4. I look them in their face and say, no. Even though we did not qualify for top 4 is not my goal. Top 4 is not my objective this season. You know what my objective? And this was right after we did not qualify. I look at them and say, with this team and how this team is playing and how I expect them to play next season, I am going to challenge. At that time, I didn't say win. I say I am going to challenge, and this means we're going to come second or third, 5 or 3 points behind the winner. That's what I said then.
So that is a top 4 finish.
Fast forward to 9 games in the season. I am telling you that we are going to win the league.
That's a bold statement to make.
I've seen enough. I have seen enough with my team. Yes, everybody is saying, oh, City have Haaland, City have this, City have that. We have Jesus.
It's not that. What one thing you need to bear in mind is City, this current City with Pep, they've been there, done that. Been there. This is like water off a duck's back for Manchester. This coming like breathing in air for Manchester City and Pep. They've been there. I don't even think Pep and Manchester City business about Premier League. They want the Champions League. That's a well-oiled machine.
And then again, and you're right, and that may be one of the reasons for that thing that you just say. You probably don't think if the business about Premier League now. They must study the Champions League. And that may well be the reason why we may slip through and win the league.
Look, you even have to put things down to the minus of margins. You have to look at that table again, and you have to say, look at Manchester City's goal difference. Goal difference can play a factor in all of this. We've seen it in recent years.
Yes,
it's one thing being able to win a game, the typical traditional Arsenal 1-0 to the Gunners. But if you can tuck in a side week in, week out, you're 4-0, you're 5-0, your hefty scoreline, you're a problematic team and you can go all the way to the wire. I'm not doubting my team. I'm just saying I need to see what the Christmas period is saying. I need to see who gets called up to the World Cup, because God forbid if any of our pivotal players go up to the World Cup and get injured. then what? You know how difficult it is to sign players in winter.
And Arsenal is not the only team that have.
It's not, but we're focusing on Arsenal. So with all due respect, with all due, and the reason why I'm
not in the league by ourselves.
Yes, but the reason why I'm focusing on Arsenal,
the other teams as well.
The way,
but what I am saying to you, Crystal, is that I have seen enough. There are two types of people in this world: people like you and people like me. I am reactive, proactive. I am not reactive, and I have seen enough to be proactive about where we are going to finish this season. And I am saying it: we can and will win the league. I'm focusing on what we are doing, and I have seen enough to say yes, we are in the title race, and possible we can.
So let me ask you this: would Manchester City's, with regards to their squad depth, would their squad depth, look, with regards to what they have on the bench, cause a problem, any amount of problem for Arsenal or any team in the league?
You see,
no, yes, it's important that you answer that. Is it a yes or a no?
No, well, I don't answer a question like that. I don't answer yes.
No, but it's a question that I think is a fair question. Would Manchester City's B team, if you want to call it a team, the rotational squad, cause a problem for any team in the league?
They rotate today, and you saw the result.
Did they need to win that match? You're moving the goalpost.
That's not the question. No, I'm not moving the goalpost.
You are moving the goalpost because was Haaland playing?
Crystal, and I'm asking you.
No, but I'm talking about the team in the league. I'm talking about league. I'm not talking about Champions League football. I'm talking about the team in the league.
That team that they play today, most of the teams in the Premier League are better than that team.
But what I'm asking you is, would Manchester City's rotational squad cause a problem for any of the teams in the league?
And
it's a yes or a no.
Sample, but I'm telling you, a small sample. We get a small sample of that just today. They rotate. They did not play Haaland.
But you're not answering the question. You're not giving me an answer.
Okay, I'm gonna answer you though. If they don't play a certain player,
no, that's not the answer.
They are not guaranteed. They are not guaranteed.
No, but we're talking about.
For example, if Haaland is out, they are not guaranteed to win their matches. A lot of what they are doing now is based on
hold on. Name the forward that Manchester City played last season that helped them to win the league. With the greatest of respect to the robot himself, but name the forward that Manchester City played last season from start to finish that helped them to win the league.
Yes, but you also have to understand that.
Carla, stop.
No, but you have to answer my question.
Hold on. Crystal. Don't bother. I'm an Arsenal. I'm one of you. So take time with him. You see my beat on the bush. Carla. My like.
Sterling. We hope Sterling play as far as 9 and score some of the goals, some important goals for them. He is not a part of that team. The player that replaced Sterling, you probably have the stats in front of you. Tell me how much goal he scored so far for the season.
You're not answering the question. You're saying that Manchester City, you made a comment to basically say that without Haaland, they're not going to win anything. They've been winning things without Haaland, even last season. That's what I'm asking you. Which forward did they play from the start of the season to the end of last season?
And Sterling.
No, the question I said to you was which forward Manchester City start the season off with last season, consistency, and play them throughout.
Crystal, I am telling you that the 2 players that contribute to goal scoring last season, they are not there.
So but you're still not answering the question. You're not answering the question.
How am I not answering the question? They play with a lot of false 9.
So go back to the first question that I asked you. I asked you the first question I asked you was with Manchester City's rotational squad, and then you tried to twist the question.
I did not twist the question.
Because you said depending on who they play. But that's not the question. You're moving the goalpost. I'm saying
you asked me a question if their side, their B side,
if their rotational
they will
squad
be
would cause
able
a problem,
to
would their
cause a
rotational
problem in the Premier
squad,
League.
because I know you're not answering no caller, would the rotational squad of Manchester City cause a problem for any team in the league? It's a yes or a no.
Saying to you, if they rotate the squad and don't play the likes of Holland, they are going to struggle to beat teams in the Premier League.
So is that a yes or a no?
Case in point, they struggle to beat the team today.
So that's a no.
That team
so
is
you're
not
saying
as
no.
good as a lot of the teams in the Premier League.
So
That's
you're
what I'm
saying no. Is that what you're saying? 10 men Manchester City, by the way.
Struggle. They will struggle.
But that doesn't answer the question. It's a yes or a no question.
What yes or no?
It's either yes they will or no they won't.
Yes, they will struggle.
No, the question is, would they cause a problem or won't they cause a problem? It's not about struggle.
When you say cause a problem, what do you mean? Cause a problem? In what way?
Cause a problem as in being threatening.
And I'm answering you, no. They are not going to threaten nobody with a B team.
Okay, then Manchester City not trouble nobody with them B team, right? That you say, right?
B team.
That you say, right?
Consistently to win.
No, you move the goal. Business about consistency. I ask you one simple question. No, wala no caller. You said them B team now gonna cause no problem. That was what you said, right? That you say, right?
Crystal.
No, but just want to know because I well want to ask you a question, but you're not.
No, Crystal. That's not how we have a conversation.
No, because you. I'm not telling you how to answer it. I've been asking you one question for about 10 minutes. You already answer it. You tell me say Manchester City B team now gonna cause no problem. And that you say, right? Me never ask you nothing about consistency. I ask you. No, caller, listen to me.
All right. Answer this. Can team cause problem in the Premier League?
Yeah, and that me just go ask you because you keep on hear where you want to hear. You need to hear what me ask you because you hear where you want to hear and I move the. So what may I say to you say? So basically, based off that merit, what you're telling me is Manchester City's B team with the squad depth that they have and the rotation that they spends, they wouldn't cause a problem, but Arsenal B team would cause problem. In what world?
I did not say that.
But based off the energy that you're giving me, that's basically where we're going to be landing. And this is why I say it comes down to the fineness of margin when you're talking about challenging for the title.
Manchester City, just like any other team in the league, don't. Just like any other team in the league, they need a full quota of players to win the league.
Manchester City have a squad depth where they can rotate and won't have to worry.
They will not win the league with their B players.
Me never ask you if them are going to win the league. A one simple question I ask you, no call out. Me say if Manchester City B team will cause a problem for any team, I can't ask it any simpler than that. And you tell me said no, them wouldn't cause a problem. Remember, sir, Arsenal and Manchester City. Of course, it makes sense.
They will beat Fulham. If they play Nottingham Forest, they will be.
No, the reason why it doesn't make sense is because it doesn't float your boat. It isn't.
Don't make sense.
It does make sense.
Arsenal B team will also beat Nottingham Forest and Fulham.
Walana, it does make sense. If you would listen to me, it would make sense. If it don't make sense, it's because you're not listening. Because I want
you to ask me the question vividly.
Listen, I ask you the crystal clear, and you keep on to move the goalpost to let it float your boat.
Crystal clear. I'm not moving.
No, I like your caller. I not dislike you. I like you. You're a diehard Arsenal fan. Each today, football is a game of opinions.
Ask me the question clear for me to answer.
But I did, caller. I said to you something going on my eye again. I said to you, would Manchester City, and the other question I was going to ask you was the reverse. Because like I said to you, these things come down to the fineness of margins. Because you tell me, Arsenal are going to win the league. I may say, how comes you're saying this with such confidence when last season went down to the wire? And if Liverpool could not dethrone Manchester City, I'm trying to find out why you are so confident. I love your confidence, but what I am saying is,
so I tell you that I think this current Arsenal team is better than last season Liverpool team.
Better than last Liverpool team.
Yeah,
I'm going to my bed, Crystal, later.
Everybody.
I love you. I'm going to my bed. Anyway, Crystal,
Yeah.
I like him vibe still.
Man.
I need him number. Well, I know. Well, I know. Carla, well, I know, man. Jesus Christ. Carla, me I got my bed now. But that way just say a while ago, it have a well on, man. Tell Crystal I want you to send me him number tonight, alright? Send me him number because brother, I'm still await for a lot of number. The man say Arsenal team last season better than this. Anyway, brother, I love your confident. I hope you win the league. I have nothing.
I can say that because Crystal asked if Liverpool could beat Man City last season, why I think Arsenal will beat them this season. So I say I can always say that Arsenal this season is better than Liverpool last season.
Carla, you know one thing more you get, you know. Well, I know. One thing more you do, you know, Carla. Make sure you have some nice antibiotic anywhere you're there. Have them in the fridge or whatever. Make sure you have some antibiotic and some strong painkiller here because you probably drop down, brother. And you're going to need the antibiotic, brother. Don't get ahead of yourself, brother. Humble. Top about City, brother. Them man, them a machine when it come on to the Premier League, brother. And this is a 90 odd points, me get 3 times and could win the league. It come like a joke. It come like
that are you. We talking about Arsenal. That are you.
Carla, you need only 3 points last season from 9 games.
Thing what you have to, sorry to cut you off, guys. The thing what you have to remember as well, and this is why I keep on referring to the whole marathon at first glance, at first jump. You can't just pick up yourself and go do a marathon and just expect to win it. There are veterans who have been there, done that. But now say you can't do it, you know. Miracles can happen.
Let me ask you something. When Pep came and win the league the first time, weren't there veterans that been there, done that before him?
Him never do it at his first glance, though, did he?
But Arteta not doing it as first glance.
But
Arteta
I never
has been
said
there
that.
3.5 seasons now.
I never said that, and it is it's a gradual step.
So what's the point?
It's a gradual
what
step.
Are you saying?
It is what I am saying is it is a gradual step. It's baby step. When Liverpool but
Crystal later.
Take care, bro. Good night.
Yeah, I have give him that job and I'm short whips. I never want to do it. But brother, you look at B team City, brother. Your team is a B team City, brother. And see, I take all the City B player them and the B coach. I have give that look job there from night. No man, I have give that look job there from night. Hold on, man. I have give that look job there from night because we are behave. Brother, you get City B player them, brother. B player them and the B coach, brother. I am make it look like say get the world. Come on, bro. Later, brother. Later.
You never hear the student get better than the master. Watch and see. That's how go on this season. You can't kill me, Ryan. What you doing? Only a ninja can kill a ninja. The student watch this movie. The student become better than the master, and this is what is in the making right now. So sit back, put on your seatbelt, and enjoy the ride.
Carla, I like your energy. I'm not going to try and knock you at the end of the day. Football is a game of opinions, but please just try to be realistic. I know you're not going to listen to me anyways, but try to be realistic.
I'm listening.
I mean, let's go because I was going to touch on the Champions League when Liverpool buck Tottenham in the Champions League some seasons back and Liverpool won it. It's because Liverpool as a club, as a culture, they have been there. They have done that. Even outside of that particular team, it's in their DNA. They're one of the kings of Europe, historically speaking.
Yeah,
what I'm trying to say is,
I don't think that's a fair. I don't think that is a fair.
It is fair.
Example.
It's a perfect example.
No,
it's nothing to
have no DNA whatsoever. So
no. You can't do that. By that merit, anybody who's listening to you can say, with this Arsenal team currently now, which major honors have they won? And I love the FA Cup. I love the FA Cup.
Yeah,
But you can't,
yeah,
you
we
can't,
haven't
you
won
can't.
any this current team, but it's not just about this current team. It's about the organization. It's about the history still counts. When you put on that badge, trust me, you don't have to be a part of what they would have won before. But when you're in it and you're in the system and the organization and everything, you that automatically just dawn on you and you play for the badge. So you don't have to physically be there when they were on top.
So what
work
makes
like
you
that.
think that Manchester
It's
City
nothing
players
called
aren't going to
constant
play for the
energy.
badge? What makes you think they're not going to want to play for the badge? If they're going, Manchester City have been trying to do the treble. I have said that I don't think they're particularly interested in the Premier League, but look at where they're at. They're breathing down our necks for a team that I don't even think cares much about winning the Premier League. But they've got this in the back of their mind that they want to win the treble. And the treble, the quadruple.
But the thing is, you see, we're talking about Manchester City. Yes, they are a great team, you know. But I am not looking at them. I am looking at what we are doing.
But the closest team to you is Manchester City. So it would be fickle with the greatest respect to yourself, the greatest of respect to yourself. It is irresponsible to overlook Manchester. You can't overlook Manchester City. You can't.
I am not overlooking them.
But you are, because you're speaking.
No. I think, yeah, but if people say Manchester City are going to win, I can't say my team is going to win because we're on top of the league. We're 8 out of 9 so far.
Yeah, but you
so
got to lay out the cards.
Statement, you know.
You're going to have to. You have to lay out the cards. You have to lay out some of the stuff that's on the cards in front of you. I personally, I love Arsenal just as much as you love Arsenal, but I'm not going to sit here. How many games play? I don't even think 10 games play yet and say Arsenal are going to win the league.
Do you think we have the potential to beat all the teams in the league?
Potential is one thing. Being able to actually go out there and do it is another.
Answer.
Potential alone is not going to win you leagues. Potential alone now win your league. Potential is as good as potential, kid. That's not good. That alone now win you a league.
5 seasons. I don't think we have the potential to beat all the teams in the Premier League.
Listen, anybody can have potential. This is the Premier League. Any team by that minute, any team in the Premier League can beat any team.
Logic will tell you that Nottingham Forest cannot beat all the teams in the Premier League.
What do you mean? But that's a different question to what you've just said. If Nottingham Forest beat all the team in the league, Wallana, if Nottingham Forest beat all the team in the league, Nottingham Forest would be on top of the league. So that's a totally different question.
So I'm saying, you're saying potential is one thing, but Nottingham Forest don't have the potential to do that. They will never do that. They can't do that.
Why? Wallan, how many times Nottingham Forest thump up Arsenal?
Nottingham Forest don't have they can't do
but
that.
They've done it.
Let's be real.
Nottingham Forest have left you toothless before, knock you out of a cup,
cold. I said to win all the game or beat.
But me never asked you that. No. Me never asked you that. Obviously, it's Nottingham Forest.
Ask you.
Yeah, but it's
anybody
Nottingham Forest.
Anybody on a given day.
You cannot expect Nottingham Forest.
Can consistently beat teams in the Premier League now.
You cannot expect that of a team that has had at least what a whole starting 11 come through the pipeline. They're new to top flight football.
Exactly.
So you can't. That's a ridiculous question to ask.
Exactly, but I only asked that question to get to this question. On the other hand, Arsenal have the potential to beat and can beat any team right now in the Premier League.
So why Arsenal never beat Manchester United then?
And we are doing that so far.
You think? Listen, Carla.
Explain what happened with the Manchester United.
Carla, and it can happen again. It can happen again. Look, let's not get ahead of ourselves here, Before we beat Manchester United at Old Trafford 1-0, it took us 14 seasons to do that in the league. That's almost 20 years. No, it's not okay. It is not okay.
But you answer the question. You answer the question that you asked earlier about why do I think we will win the league? And this is not just a horror come up thing. Well, you answer the question. We have been going through the ranks.
You don't seem to understand, Carla. Arsenal have flaws.
We have been we have been making the adjustment. One of the things that we did not have was that coyness that they talk about. We did not have the mentality. We did not have that doggish winning die-hard mentality on our winger, and we are all seeing it now.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Are we a perfect squad?
There is not a perfect squad in the league.
What you mean? Stop, move the goalpost and answer the question. Are we a perfect squad?
There is not a perfect squad in the league right now, and that includes Arsenal.
You keep on and move the goalposts. Are we a perfect squad? But no, because the way you are talking about Arsenal, Walana, Carla, Carla, hold on now, please. The reason why I'm asking no Carla is because you tell me say Arsenal go win the lead at the expense of the rest of the teams, particularly Manchester City.
But you don't have to have a perfect squad to win the league.
What you mean you not have a perfect squad? You know, sister,
but you said it.
Carla, but that tells you how good Manchester City were. Arsenal cannot play. Let me tell you something, Carla.
So we don't have to be perfect.
So yes, listen, we cannot complain. We cannot. Carla, we cannot compare ourselves with the greatest of respect to Arsenal. I love Arsenal to bits. Arsenal can't do what Manchester City do and play without a forward.
We are not trying to do what they did.
But that's why I'm saying to you, that's the uniqueness of Manchester City.
We are doing what we are doing, and it is working, and it will continue to work so much so that it will allow us to win the Premier League. What's so hard in that to understand?
What's so hard in that to understand is because you're avoiding the obvious facts. You're avoiding the reason why I asked you about the reason why I asked you, are we a perfect squad, is because you spoke quite confidently about Arsenal winning the league. So I'm thinking, well, that must mean you're perfect. We're far from perfect.
When I started the conversation, I gave you an example about a man who have $1 billion and a man who have 50 million.
Yeah, but you're still not hearing me, Carla.
Allow that man to do whatever the man with the 1 billion can do.
Let me ask you a question.
We are using our talent and our squad depth as good as we can so far, and I believe that our manager will continue with a few additions in January to do that, and that will allow us.
Well, I love your confidence. I don't and I hope this hasn't pulled you away from calling into the show. I love your confidence, but I believe that
this will pull me in.
I believe that we have an incomplete squad. My squad still scares me because we still have that schoolboy era in us, in particularly in the areas of the field where we shouldn't be having any concerns, and that's in our line of defense. Your keeper is arguably as good as your defense, meaning that to get the best out of your keeper, you need to have a solid defense. I think our defense at times can be shaky. I don't want to scapegoat players, but Gabriel is shaky. Gabriel can either win you the game or cost you the game. Xhaka can either win you the game or cost you the game. So that's already two pivotal players that we can probably look at and be.
If you're going to cherry pick, Crystal, you are cherry picking. And if
I'm not cherry picking. No, it's not cherry picking.
I can cherry pick.
No, me no want you cherry pick nothing, because if you cherry pick, you're gonna end up giving me diabetes. Because you're not gonna stop cherry pick. No, it's not about cherry picking.
I can cherry pick. So you think, all right, so let me ask you, you don't think City team have weakness in it as well?
Do you not understand the depth that City have over us? Any team have weakness, but what I'm saying, no, you said I'm cherry picking, but the reason why I'm trying to lay something out in front of you is because I think you're being naive and you're overlooking the obvious.
I am being naive. I am not being naive. I am being on this project from Arteta came in, but I would say the transformation started even before Arteta. So I've been on this project a while, and I have seen the intricacy of this project. The do's, the don't, the repair, they go back and try again. I've seen everything, so I'm not being naive. So I didn't just see what is happening now and start to talk about it. I've been seeing and be a part of the process for the past 5 seasons, and I am seeing the improvement, and I'm talking based on what has been happening for the past 5 seasons. That's what is happening now, Crystal. So no naivety is in that.
Carla, I love your confidence, but with the greatest of respect to yourself, I don't think you're being realistic. You're entitled to be happy because sound like you've been supporting Arsenal since you was in a nappy. So
if we win the league, what would you say to me?
And if we won the league,
when we win the league, what would you say? When we win the league, what would you say?
What else am I supposed to say other than congratulations? I'm not against your opinion.
No, it have to be more than that because you're saying you it's virtually impossible.
No, I never said it's impossible. I never say it's impossible.
So you can't just be congratulations.
No, I never said it's impossible. I don't think I've said on the live stream that it's impossible. No.
That's the only thing left for you to say.
No, it's about being objective. It's about looking at both sides of the coin. I can't just sit here and say, yes, we're going to win. Anybody, even at work, when people ask me, do you think you're going to win the league? I've told them the same thing. It's too early to ask me that question.
You're traumatized, you know why? You're traumatized because every time we come this close for something good to happen, it falls through.
It's not about being traumatized. It's not about being traumatized. You said earlier on that I cannot compare the Liverpool and the Tottenham game because Tottenham don't have it in their DNA to win trophies. We've seen that Arsenal have, and maybe we can eradicate that habit in our DNA to fall apart. Are you forgetting how many? Wallan. There was a season where we spent how many numbers of days at the top of the league, and then what happened? One injury, and it all fell apart. And I know you know which season I'm referring to.
Under Wenger?
Of course, under Wenger. We've had it just last season. Last season just finished in May. We fell apart. So this is what I'm saying to you. If you can say that Tottenham never win the Champions League because they have it in their DNA to not win trophy.
You're talking about last season. Let me tell you something about last season because Ryan brought it up as well. There's a vast difference between last season and this season. Our squad may not be as deep as some of the people you mentioned, like City. However, do you know, in my opinion, yes, we need reinforcement, but the only position that I am really, really concerned about at this point is party position. That's the only position.
But then you just blow your whole argument out the water. You just say, Kala.
Last season, when we went down last season, you know how many players were out? A lot of players were out. We didn't have a backup for Tierney. We didn't have a backup for Tamiyasu. We had a lot of injuries last season, and that was the cause for us to crumble. Now, if Tierney go, well, Tierney is not even a starter now. Tamiyasu is not even a starter.
And Tamiyasu was injured just the other day. Tamiyasu already been injured. Party been injured. Emil Smith Rowe is injured. So this is what I'm saying. You just said it a while ago, and I may not even think you realize it. You just said City have the better squad depth, and you just said that we need to go into the shop window. So how is it you're going to say City have the best squad depth? We need to go into the shop window, but we're somehow going to win the league. Of what?
So, what do you mean of what? I said to you, Crystal, I don't think you're listening.
Carla, I've been listening to you.
Hear what I said.
I have been listening to you.
I said the only concern, I said, and quote me properly, we may not have, quote unquote, deep squad as some of the team that you mentioned, for example, City. However, compared to last season, we are better off in terms of our second player. For example, our left back. When Tierney was out, we struggled to find a proper left back. The guy that we sent on loan, he made a lot of blunder and cost us a lot of matches. Cedric cost us matches as well when Tamiyasu were out. Now I'm telling you that Tierney and Tamiyasu, they are not even a starter for us this season. That's how much we have improved in those pivotal positions that cost us last season.
It's
So I'm
called
saying,
it's
even though
called it's called a change of the old guard. You've been supporting Arsenal long enough. The only reason why you've not seen Tierney walk back into the team is this isn't Arsene Wenger, with the greatest respect to our former boss. Under Arsene Wenger, Jack Wilshere would be on the sidelines many a weeks. As soon as he's fit again, he's placed right back into the starting 11.
no, our
Arteta isn't
system,
doing
no,
that.
it's not just that, Crystal.
Of
Let
course
me
it's
show you.
that.
No, it's not just that. Tierney, no, our system has tweaked a little bit. And because our system has tweaked, the Tierney is not a sure starter because what we are doing with our system and the inverted midfield and such, I don't even want to talk if some who don't want to leak what we are doing. But it tweak. It tweak a bit where we're overloading the midfield and a kill off some side. And them have no answer to that. So it's not a matter of change of the old guard. No.
No,
We
listen,
brought in
Carla, you
Shevchenko
cannot
for a
make
reason.
your point and then dismiss my point, because the two can coexist. We can agree on some things, both of our points can be valid. You can't just say no. There has 100% been a change of the old guard under us, under Arteta. Hence why we're seeing the improvements. Arteta getting rid of the toxic players, change of the old guard.
But Tierney is not a part of the old guard.
When I say old guard, I'm talking about the mentality. I'm talking about the way we used to do things. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but he's a part of the new mentality, the new way.
But that's not what you're not listening to what I'm saying to you. When I mentioned Jack Wilshere and Arsene Wenger, I said under Arsene, Jack Wilshere would be on the sideline and he would come back into the team. Under Arteta, Tierney, with the reinforcement within his position, he's not just going to walk back into the team, and that's a given for any one of our players. That's what I said. That's what I said. Yes. Change of the old guard.
You're right about that. Yes, you're right about that. But also, it's also because we tweak how we play as well. That is one of the reasons. If we have,
and I'm not disagreeing with you. That's what I'm saying. That we can both agree on something. We can both coexist with our opinions.
I'm agreeing with that as well. We're agreed with that.
All right, Carla. It's almost 4 a.m. here in London, and I need to get to my bed. And I can tell that we're not going to agree on anything, because you're high on the Gunners Stardust at the moment, which is good. Enjoy it. And I hope by the grace of God that it lasts. I'm not hating on you. I enjoy.
Yeah, go ahead, because more of my final say before you.
I'm enjoying. I enjoyed speaking to you for the best part of. We've been speaking for almost 1 hour, and honest to God, if I didn't have work tomorrow, I would sit here and I would talk with you for the rest of the coming into the morning. But it's just not feasible. I need to I need to go and get myself ready for bed.
All right, we will talk. I mean, there are a lot of games to come. So we will talk as the games go by, and we'll discuss and we will see that what I'm saying is actually what will happen. And we'll discuss World Cup too, and I will tell you that France is going to win again.
All right.
So we will talk.
All right. What was your name again? Remind me of your name again, please. Maxwell. It's a lovely name. Thank you for calling in, and have a wonderful evening. And if I don't speak with you on the program between now and the weekend, have a lovely weekend when it comes.
Yeah, man. Same to you. Crystal clear. It wasn't so clear tonight, but crystal clear.
I try to be clearer next time.
All right.
Take care. Bye-bye. All right, guys, in the comment section, I've had to bring this one to an end soon. I'm sorry, the light is so bright in my eyes. It's actually hurting my eyes. That's one of the reasons why I'm closing off, because it's just glaring in my eyes. Big up you guys there in the comment section. Thank you to Ryan for coming on the stream. Also, thank you to Maxwell, and also thank you to Philip for calling in. You guys are unbelievable. And that goes for the guys in the comment section as well. Thank you all for your continuous support, helping the platform to grow. I already gave you guys my good news earlier on in the live stream, and then we went down a different trajectory, which I enjoyed. Can't complain. Thank you guys for blessing me with a moment of your time. I might not see you guys tomorrow. I'm already into my tomorrow. I'm already into Wednesday, so I might not see you guys tonight because I'm gonna have a late finish from work. So if I don't see you between now and the rest of the week, have a lovely week. Have a smashing Friday when it comes. And if I don't see you between now and the weekend, have a great weekend when it comes. The headline read for itself, the start of something special. If you want to know what the special thing is, whatever that may be, pause and rewind and you will hear all about it. Thank you so much for blessing me with a moment of your time. If you're new to the platform, please do go ahead and kindly hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you hit that like button as well. Okay, if you're out on your journey to and from work or personal activities, I hope that you make it home safe. Until next time, take care.
I'm John Barnes, and you're watching Tallawahs TV with Crystal Davis.